Hey guys, what's going on? It's the Blobble right about now, bringing you the latest episode to the channel. Now we're going to dive right into it because in the last 24 hours we have had significant volatility in the markets. Not necessarily with XRP, because XRP has been holding remarkably well, and also for some of the other ISO coins as well, in particular XDC, which we'll also take a look at. But this is the linear chart here on the weekly time frame. So again, just to set the scene, we have marked here from the highest weekly close in XRP's history up here around $2.77. We also mark out the 2021 high. And I've also noticed as well, just taking a look today, XRP likes to print these three peaks. Okay, so you've got peak 1 here, peak 2, peak 3, capitulation. And something similar has happened here. Peak 1, peak 2, peak 3, capitulation. Then obviously we've been grinding along this wedge here. Obviously XRP is very undecisive, but we all know where XRP is going, because XRP is built for the new financial system. It's as simple as that. So XRP did experience a breakout here back in February, March of this year. Obviously XRP wasn't ready to go. Obviously there's a lot of suppression, and obviously the markets are also rigged as well. So yeah, we capitulated down there. However, there was a strong bounce from the bottom trend line. Then this is where we've come into this 9-week accumulation phase here. So it's literally a snooze fest for the XRP community. There's nothing to write home about on here, which makes my job very, very difficult indeed, because there's nothing to say about XRP. It's just trading sideways. However, the more we get to the end of this wedge, the more exciting and bullish I remain, especially knowing that XRP did not falter yesterday when the rest of the market was down. For example, let's just take a look at my watch list here. Velo down 21% almost. Stronghold down 12-13%. Gala down 10 to 11%. So the fact that XRP's weathered that storm is amazing news, and we're still respecting this TA massively. So again guys, this is the linear. Obviously the log chart stipulates something a little bit more differently. The log charts are still indicating the end of the year before we get a breakout. But again, just to reiterate in all of my videos, it doesn't mean we can't break out sooner with an unofficial breakout. Take out these 2021 highs and then roll over to retest the tip of this wedge before the official breakout here at the end of the year. So that's ultimately this is what I'm hopeful for now with XRP. So if we do get the unofficial breakout, I would be looking at sort of retesting these sort of price ranges from the 2021 bull cycle here. So I've marked out here $1.55, which is the highest weekly close, down to this third peak hill. Obviously peak 1, peak 2, peak 3. Okay, so I'll be looking at trading between this sort of region here, and then we could possibly roll over it until September. I'm expecting September there's going to be some interest rate cuts, and I tell you now, everyone is going to ditch their dollars. So when people ditch their dollars, they're ultimately selling one fiat currency for something else. It could be another fiat currency like the euro or Japanese yen, or they could be buying assets like commodities like gold, silver, oil, etc. However, a lot of money, a lot of the USD will be flowing into crypto. Okay, so I imagine in September, October, we do begin to start picking up, especially going into elections. Depending on what happens with Donald Trump as well, with his sentencing on the 11th of July, I think it is as well. I still believe he's going to be in for presidency myself. I don't know why. I just got a funny feeling, I can feel it in my bones, that Donald Trump's going to win, and then obviously he's pro-crypto, and it's all just going to blow up. Anyway, regardless of the news, because what they say is show me the charts and I'll tell you the news. And for me, regardless of what's happening in the world, whether it be over in like the Middle East or whatever's happening with Russia and Iran and the Palestinians, etc. It doesn't matter, because XRP is going to be part of the new financial system, along with some of the other ISO coins like XDC, like XLM, like Quant, like HBAR. Okay, these coins are going to be running the show, so there's a good chance now we do see a run up here from 8th, anywhere that week commencing anyway, the Monday the 8th of July. I do expect to start targeting this sort of range as mentioned. Now let's flick over to XDC. XDC is breaking down, you know. I say that, but I tell you what, you could alter this TA. Now let me just move my ugly face out of the way, because what we could ultimately do is, what I want to do is capture this weekly close here. So I'm going from the inception here of the price on this particular exchange, and then I want to capture this as well. So what we could do is drag that down, see? We get that clause inside the channel. So this is how XDC could ultimately play out. And again, I'm going to capture these weeklies. These weeklies have to be inside the red trend line, or literally trading along it, like here for example. Now let's just have a look when these sort of diverge. So they diverge in August, so XDC could be a month later than XRP. XRP could break out sooner. XRP could be, you know, 3 or 4 weeks ahead of XDC ultimately. However, there is quite a lot of price action here. So this section here could be an anomaly. So I'll just give you an example here. So what I want to do is get the price. So you get this wick here, don't you? You trade below. You mark up again, and this red weekly candle here closes on top, and then you get the bounce, rejection, bounce. Okay, so you could ultimately draw the trend line here, but if you was to do that, it is looking negative then for XDC, because we're then trading outside of the this triangle, this red triangle here that's been drawn out with the trend lines. So it all just depends where you want to mark these this TA. However, we have got these lows here, so ultimately you are inside a range. So this here is stipulating around 3 cent 1, 3 cent 2, so we could go down to touch that, and then we'll get the impulse 1, hopefully of 3, similar to what XRP did back in the day. Now what I'm going to do now is flick back over to the XRP price, okay, but just make a note of this here. So we're actually trading outside the wedge according to this TA. Okay, we're trading below. Now let's go back to the super cycle on XRP in 2017. So let's scroll all the way back. It's that insignificant now. You can barely see it because this is what we need to get to. So insignificant now. But back here, XRP was trading below the wedge. Okay, so that's kind of your upper trend line. Now let's just mark in the lower one. So something like that. Yeah. So you can see here how XRP fell out of the wedge. You got 1 week, 2 week, and then we got a couple of greens before we got a doji. So a doji candle, I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. It's spelled D-O-J-I, doji or doji. Yeah, doji candle. So this is where we're at now. So you got one red close, two red closes. Now let's just try and draw a comparison here. Hopefully my charts save it to where we're at. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me, guys. Right, come on. You better add work. Yes. So here we go. So now we're breaking out. We got we got the breakout. So at the moment we're currently forming our second red candle. Okay. So where would that put us with XRP price? Again, what I'm going to do next time, I'll be more prepared, then I'll actually do like 2 tabs and then I'm not faffing about. So you got 1, 2, 3. So I'd expect another 2 weeks then. Well, at least another week and a half of XDC going down, but I can't see us going down that much. And then obviously once we've had another week and a half of downwards, that would take us to the end of the month roughly. Okay, so in July, I expect green, 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 doji candle. And once we get that doji candle on XDC within the next, I'd say about in the next 3 weeks, Like I said, Donald Trump, week commencing 8th of July, some point during that week, we will start seeing this dodgy candle playing out. As soon as we get that weekly close, that's it, XDC, 1 week, 2 week. Within 2 weeks, look at that fat ass green candle, bloody hell. That's what we're in this market for, not to take all this negative shite on all our savings. Look at that. I'm going to just scroll out here. So, for example, you get this down here. I'm going to measure it from there. You could measure it to the top of it. Fucking hell. 11x, 1,116% increase within 2 weeks. 2 weeks. So, look at all these weeks, all these candles marked weeks. And this is what's been happening for the past year on XDC. Exactly the same. So, within 2 weeks, you have got an 11x. So I'm looking to take out, I'm just literally leveraging everything. I'm going to sell my sofa. I'm going to take these doors off the hinges today. I'll end up putting them on Facebook Marketplace or something. I don't care, 50 quid times 11. Let's just do the maths on that. It can't be that difficult to work out, Harry, but here I am, 550 quid, let's go! No, but on a serious note, I am literally back to the hill on this anyway. I have been for years, ever since I got back into, ever since I entered XRP, initially with 400, obviously I've got a lot more since. I'm in a really good position. I am bleeding at the moment like the rest of the market and everybody else involved in crypto, but who's not? Anybody involved in crypto right now is obviously bleeding, if they're not in XRP specifically, because obviously that's been holding really well. But it's almost time, guys, to collect our cheddar. So when we collect the cheddar, just don't do anything daft and go buy liabilities, because this is what the nature of the game's all about. Get in, buy low, and sell high. Do not be going out buying liabilities. Not financial advice. That's what I made that big mistake. We was up here. It was exactly, I think it was November. I went and bought a car. I think it was November. It might have been November 2020. Yes, I bought a car up here because I'd made so much money. I paid like 60 grand for a vehicle. I thought I'd won the lottery. Then obviously it capitulated, so I was buzzing. And then obviously, not that I missed out on it, but I could have had a lot more invested to ultimately catch this next wave going up. So just don't do anything stupid. Don't buy liabilities. Live below your means and accumulate. We're nearly there, guys. Anyway, if you've enjoyed the content, make sure you hit that like button. Also, if you're new around here or you're not already subscribed, make sure you subscribe as well. We need to get up to 1,000. Literally, there's 1,000 subs. I'm nearly at 1,000. So for me, if you are subscribed before that point, you are one of the OGs. So that is that's a feather to put in your cap anyway, guys. So yeah, we're nearly there, and I want to thank you guys as well for supporting me on this journey. Anyway, I've been the Block Bull, so I'll see you next time, guys. Block Bull over and out.